Asari Dokubo speaks. If the army pushes me, I will display their pictures and audios through public platforms. Wow, Asari Dokubo is really on fire. Well, many hours ago, Alhaji Asari Mujahid, Alhaji? Wow, I didn't know he was an Alhaji. Oh, Dokubo went live on Facebook to speak more about the oil theft he spoke about after meeting with President Aswaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Kalabari Kingdom's chief said, "It is not all of us that can keep quiet and walk underneath the giant legs of the military. As for me, I will talk because many people are suffering." Is it now that I realize many people are suffering? Why? People are suffering before. It didn't change. So why didn't you speak then? Well, he says, "It is not as if I have anything against anyone. I am not suffering. I will keep saying the truth, and if the military pushes me, I will reveal their pictures and recordings through a public hearing called by the National Assembly. We will all provide our evidences." Speaking further, he said, "I want you all to know that some people in the Nigerian military do not have the right to deprive us from the profits of the oil." Thank you for getting to the point. We are not even speaking against the real owners of the oil whose lands have been degraded due to oil theft. Lastly, he said some people in the Navy and military are stealing Nigeria's oil and people are applauding them. We would not allow that to happen. Who is we? Please, go ahead. I don't understand. Why do you have to be pushed? This is why we know you don't have good intentions. If you had good intentions to really help the people know the truth and bring them out of poverty and suffering, why would you not expose them? Who is stopping you? Who is stopping you? Who are you threatening? And to be honest, it's like, what do you even expect Nigerians to know about this information? And the thing is, like, I don't understand. Who's stopping you? Like, Nigerians, listen, if it release or not release, that's your problem. I don't understand if he wants Nigerians to be riled up. And that's the thing. This is why you know that, more than the narrative that is given to us, it is always deeper. Because he's going publicly, giving us one narrative, but he's speaking differently to the military. There's an interaction that he has with the military that both parties have an understanding of. And frankly speaking, this man is not speaking everything as it is or as it should be. Really. He isn't doing that. And I just think that it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. Why is he speaking like this? What is he trying to communicate with them? Well, let's look at the comment section. Someone says, "Please go ahead and expose. Who pushed you when you started it? Don't worry, just play mumushli." When you started talking, did anybody push you? So talk if you're a man. That's the thing. It's like when you started talking, the energy and vim that pushed you to talking should push you all the way to expose what you want to expose. So literally, this is another comment that I think just encapsulates everything and really furthers, as in yeah conversations. Thief, no thief. Yeah, that's it. That's the perfect way to say it, because you are accusing the military of oil theft and even having evidence against it. So it's like you are aware. How much do you know for you to have evidence, audios and videos against them? How engaged were you? You were too deep in the space to understand how much the theft is going on. And when he came out to speak about the oil theft, he went into detail as to how oil theft is not necessarily an easy kind of theft. He went into detail saying it's the military and those with resources and power that that would speak about this. And in my opinion, I'm just like, what? So to be honest, like, this is why you don't trust whatever the narrative is there, because the ultimatum he's giving to an individual, what is it? The ultimatum is basically the fact that he's upset that the oil profits are not going to where it should be, and that is why he's upset. He let himself, he exposed himself, and he says, the owners of the lands, that they've not been accorded the respect and ownership they deserve. And I'm like, so that is the issue right here, because if you are getting the profits, would you then say that, oil theft is going on? Would you then come under the guise of the people are suffering. I really need to expose this. Like, come on now. Come on. It's so shameful. Like, it really is. And to be honest, I really don't understand why we should ever believe this Asari Dokubo individual asking for attention. It's like, what else? What else? I mean, what more do you want? And of course, people are obviously talking about how he wants an appointment from the government. And to be fair, the man doesn't have a political appointment. He's not in office. He's not in governance. He doesn't hold any office in the government. So, he's led his own movement. Wasn't the Niger Delta militant movement, I think. And, he's not leading that anymore. I guess he was too weak to fully lead that kind of thing. But honestly, it's what can you say for someone who can't lead his own event? Wow, very, very shameful. But yes, Asari Dokubo has let himself, he's exposed himself, because the reason why he's coming out to speak is because of the oil profits, and that's what it is. So you must have been benefiting very well before. I mean, not to be, very rude, but with his physical posture, and he must have been doing very, very well with the oil profits, and maybe they've stopped, and now you want to expose the military, and he's coming up with this excuse or presentation as if the military is bullying him, and as if he suffered under the hands of the military. And I'm like, sir, what you are saying, it didn't make sense like that. Anyways, put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.